My name is Paul Luna, and you're tuned into F&B Lunacy. I am here today with Jennifer Zyman, host of the podcast, The Food That Binds. Jennifer, talk to us about the Food That Binds podcast.
So I was approached in December by a new network, the Eat, Drink, Dine podcast network, and they were launching a food podcast network. I'd never even thought about doing anything in the podcast space. I've always been a written word person in my work. And I kind of just threw myself into it, and the idea for the podcast just kind of like came to me. I mean, it's like, I don't want to say it's epiphany, but like I knew the name like came to me. I was like, the food that binds. And then I knew that for me, food has always been a very layered thing. It's not all pleasure. And there's a lot of reasons why people are in the food space, and a lot of really interesting stories beyond, like, how do you make this dish? How do you mirepoix? I feel like there's so much of the people that gets lost. And then also it was like really annoying because I was a restaurant critic forever that I had to keep that wall. And it was like, these are people I have so much in common with, and I like can't hang out with them. I can't talk to them. And so this podcast is really an opportunity to like just talk to people like we're doing today, and hear interesting stories, not just in Atlanta, but internationally as well.
Do you favor a particular cuisine?
I do really love all aspects of Chinese food, whether it's Sichuan or Cantonese. I just feel like, and Japanese as well, there's just so many different types of dishes in both of those cuisines. Like there's boiled, there's fried, there's grilled, you can have a little bit of everything. And to me, that's really exciting. And I like to eat balanced. Even though my family, both my parents were born and raised in Mexico City, even though we ate a lot of Mexican food growing up, Mexican food sometimes can be pretty, monotonous. Because it's cilantro, chilitos, onion, fat, so definitely Chinese and Japanese are the ones I favor the most.
Is a sexy voice required for podcasting?
I hope not. Because sometimes I sound like a frog when it's allergy season, and sometimes I sound like a valley girl. Or my Southern girl comes out when I'm like, y'all, but I hope not.